We're here at the Mac Chef's Challenge, sponsored by Noon Rotary. It's a fundraiser for their charities, the Tice Woods, the food pantry, the scholarships that they give out. It's a great event. We've got chefs in there cooking right now. Mac Market has opened up, and we've got the greatest chefs from the area come together. Let's check it out. We're here with Jeremy White and Casey Merrill. It's so great you're contestants here in the Showdown here at Mac Market. And what are you bringing today to the competition? Jeremy, what's your background?
Yeah, I started cooking in McMinnville, actually, born and raised. Went to college, dropped out, and started cooking at Nick's Italian Cafe. And then traveled around for a bit, and now I'm part owner of Pizza Capo on 3rd Street.
All right, you're a professional chef.
Yeah.
Nick's, that's a nice thing to have on your resume.
Yeah, I mean, I was a dishwasher, cooked a couple pizzas, but it was a fun time. Yeah.
Very good, very good. And Casey, how did you come to be here today?
I actually dragged Jeremy into this. So I have a friend that was helping to organize the event, and I was like, if you want two people that are going to bicker in the kitchen for 90 minutes, I've got a pair for you.
And it's you and Jeremy.
Yeah, so I met Jeremy. His sister and I went to college together, but we actually worked at Nick's together.
Oh, it's true.
I was serving, and when he was the dishwasher / pizza guy. So we've worked together before in kitchens.
Yeah.
In a relatively
I mean, she would walk through the kitchen and
relatively functional. I was all over the bread station.
Oh, okay.
And I like to special request things from the kitchen during that time.
It's true.
So when you're cooking together, you've cooked together sometimes, and you remind him of stuff, or you say, hey, it should be like this. Who's in charge here?
I would say that I am the nagging friend is
Correct.
Probably accurate.
I would say that, yeah. So that's pretty good.
Maybe like the passive leader.
Yeah.
I know that he knows more about cooking than I do, but I also know that he forgets stuff a lot.
True.
So,
all right.
I'm pretty type A, and I'm very organized, and those are both things that he's not. So it's a nice balance when we can strike the balance and not argue a lot.
Well, with your ability to, should we say, stick to the detail, and the professionalism you bring, you're going to be an awesome pair today. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank
We're
you.
excited.
We're here with Nick Bell and Patty Walt. It's so great to have you here today. What's you there?
It's Batya.
Yeah. Oh wow, she loves the camera.
Yeah, she is not camera shy.
Well, let's start with you, Patty. How did you get involved in this showdown? I think we've already given it away with your T-shirt.
Yeah, I'm the president of Rotary this year, and I've been in Rotary for about 10 years. And this is during the COVID pandemic. We were unable to really do a lot of fundraising because of the regulations. So we came up with this idea, and while I'm not considered a gourmet cook, I thought I'm ready to go out there and raise some money for all of our projects. And luckily, I had a great partner to assist me on this project.
So you gave Nick a call.
Well, our committee gave Nick a call. Yeah.
All right. And Nick, you said?
Yeah,
Of
it sounded
course.
like fun, so
All
why
right.
not?
That's great. Well, Nick, how'd you come into your cooking? Now, you have the truck Renegade.
Yes, yeah.
And I know that people have seen that at Farmers Market and various areas around
Wineries
town.
and stuff like that.
And tell us how you got into cooking.
Well, I got into cooking quite young. I was 14 and I needed a job, so I got a dishwashing job, and then I've never stopped doing it. And I've tried other stuff, but I always came back to kitchen, so I've just been doing it for, I don't know, as long as I've been working, I guess.
Wow, it's just who you are.
Yeah.
Try other stuff, and
I guess
this is
so.
it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what are you going to bring to the team today, Patty?
Well, I am going to bring a willing and positive attitude. I'm going to bring my best assisting skills.
All right, you're going to do what you're told, basically. Is that it?
Well, That's really not my personality type. But in this particular area, I might not excel. So I'm willing to. I've always been a team player. So
All right.
that's what I'm going to do.
Very good. No extra heat in the kitchen between you two, we hope. All right. And it's exciting to have you here, to bring your professionalism, and the president of Rotary. What a great team to be here for this Rotary fundraiser. Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're here today with Katrina and Carl Peters. Thanks so much for being here. Well, this is a fundraiser for Rotary, and it's great that you people are putting in this, putting yourselves on the line, basically, in a competition about something you love. Tell us about your love for cooking.
I think if I had to do it all over again, I would be a chef. I love to cook. Yeah, so this is exciting.
If I had to do it all over again, I'd throw your garbage away.
So, Carl, you came along and you met her and you found, she's a great cook, and that was the way to a man's heart, right? Through your stomach?
It pretty much was it. I realized I do not know what I'm doing. She does. And when we got the call for this event, I was like, well, it's a great event. We should participate. We should support it. What am I going to do? What's my part of it? Because I don't cook. I just eat.
Well, you look good doing it. I think.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I put it to work.
Good for
Thank you. You did well putting me to work eating. I appreciate that.
Well, thank you so much for being here today and bringing your skills and doing this fundraiser for Rotary. And I think it's going to have great results. And best of luck.
Thank you.
I think we could probably win. Boom. Yeah.
Awesome. It doesn't happen. I don't know what's going on.
We will. We will.
Any of the pantry items that you have up here, they are at your disposal. You're going to cook an appetizer, and you're going to cook a main dish for each day.
I don't know if my competitors understand I'm a garbage man.
It's okay, baby.
It would do you good to not win this competition, Jeremy.
Open those baskets, ladies and gentlemen. I haven't had the time for this yet. Open them up. You can see what you got.
Yes. Okay. Let's do this.
All right. Make sure. Items that you got.
Do you want me to get it out?
Not that I've seen.
We need dairy, like cream, sour cream.
We could do sour cream.
How many butters?
Just get a little bit of sour cream though. How many butters?
How many do you want? 2? Maybe some sour cream. I can use some of this.
Sour cream.
Oh, here.
Italian, that goes with the capo.
Goes with the capo, goes with the pasta. So a little penne, which is a little untraditional for ragu, but it's what we got.
Cutting up some of this apple.
Yeah, got it. I'm gonna move this back over here, okay?
I'm gonna put some butter in there. We're gonna make an apple, red onion dish.
Pretty words really like to slide. So I guess this. All I'm gonna have you do is just like from right here, you're just gonna peel it. And it doesn't need to be super perfect, but this way you can use a little bit more of the asparagus.
Okay. All
egg yolk. So we're gonna make like a little curly with the egg yolk in the middle. Oh yeah.
That sounds good.
That way we're using the peanut butter or something. And then the pasta, we're just gonna do like a pretty simple kind of like Alfredo-y pasta. Cream sauce. We're gonna roast that pork tenderloin. We're gonna season it really well.
Okay.
No, it's crunchy. It won't be crunchy for much longer though.
So then, where are you gonna get the nuts out of it?
Huh? Just puree it into the
Alright.
sauce.
Well, I think peanut butter was the oddball ingredient, but you're not afraid of it.
Peanut butter?
Yep.
I love peanut butter.
That's good on everything.
And so it's going to the appetizer or the main dish?
Appetizer.
And what's that going to be?
It's going to be roasted asparagus with it's kind of like a Asian influenced peanut butter sauce, and then it's going to be topped with an egg yolk.
All right. And Patty, you're helping out, or are you in charge of the main dish?
Oh, we're working together.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the main dish?
It's a tenderloin.
Tenderloin.
Yeah. It's we're going to be roasted.
Over penny pasta.
Yeah, over penny pasta. It's gonna be like a cream sauce, penny pasta, roasted pork tenderloin, and then that's gonna be topped with like an apple relish.
All right. Any kind of special seasoning you're putting on it? What kind of spin?
What was that? Sorry.
What kind of spin are you putting on the seasoning on the pork loin?
On the pork loin?
Yeah.
I was thinking fennel.
Say again?
Fennel?
Fennel. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We'll get back to you.
That sounds great.
You have a bowl, you can toss it in the bowl for now.
Do you want the coconut now?
No, we're gonna put all that after this browns off.
Perfect. Pour some of that white wine in here, baby.
I got it. I'm on it.
You can't drink it.
I just did it. It's amazing how it works.
So we need to cut up some of that bread, babe. Let's get the bruschetta going.
That's last.
This is going to be fabulous.
Sweet. Using this yet?
No, not yet.
Okay, how thin do you want these slices?
Not too thin. Oh, yeah, pretty thin.
Thin?
Ginger and
I
garlic.
got some ginger. I'll get garlic.
Okay.
All right, Katrina, Carl, how's it going?
Oh, great.
Did you get surprised by what you got?
No, not really.
Not afraid of anything?
I was just happy it wasn't shrimp.
You didn't get peanut butter?
We did, but it's over there. It's doing its little thing.
I made a PB&J. I felt I satisfied the need.
That's the appetizer or that's the main dish?
It's done.
The appetizer.
Yes.
Don't listen to him.
All right, what is the appetizer,
The
Katrina?
appetizer is we've got some red onion and we have apples, a little bit of peanut butter.
Yeah, we put all this ingredients in a bowl. It's all gonna go in the braise.
Okay.
Okay. So that's browning off.
The braise in the pan, right?
Right. Yeah.
Just checking.
You got that.
Come on, man. Ask for more.
We got cilantro. We got water on.
Okay, the secret ingredient now, and that's the peanut butter, right?
One of them, yeah.
It does have peanut butter. The main dish will have peanut butter in it. The appetizer, we're not quite sure yet.
May or may not have peanut butter.
May or may not have peanut butter.
We decided we can't get away with just serving slices of apple with peanut butter on the side.
It's like ants on a log, right? That's Caleb's favorite. Caleb knows.
Oh, it's crunchy.
Ooh, we got crunchy?
Extra crunchy.
All right.
That's good at least.
1/2 hour gone. You got an hour left. How's that feel?
You're doing good.
You're doing good.
Yeah.
All right. Boy, it's looking good. Now, the other folks have their meat on the fire, so I'm a little worried.
Well, get it down.
You got enough time?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
An hour? Oh yeah.
What are you going to do with it, huh?
How's it looking? You tried these yet?
We need like a caption. It says professionals should not try this.
So,
You saw what I did to those.
so I want to buy slice, and then you're just gonna make them real small like this.
So that they're pretty.
So they're all pretty. And the longer you can go, like the longer you can make the little cut, the little prettier it'll be at the end.
Okay.
So this is just gonna be a garnish. We don't need a whole lot of it, but
It's probably going to take me half an hour or so. So happy did it.
Oh, this is good. It's crazy, right? It's apples, red onion,
Where's the peanut butter?
peanut butter's in there.
Oh, that is looking better.
Yeah, I added a little heat. I'm reducing it down, and it's going to go on top of bread. It's going to be like a bruschetta with parm cheese over the top.
What's the main seasoning? What you gonna taste first?
I think you're going to taste the apple and the tomato. Yeah. Looking better, isn't it?
What you letting Carl taste? How's that taste, Carl?
I taste the peanut butter. That's what matters.
Yeah. Part of our challenge, right?
If they say they
PB&J.
don't, they're liars. And the whole thing's rigged.
Now the pork loin is in a bowl there. Is that marinating?
Yeah, it's marinating because we're going to make a ragu.
Yep. I'm on point.
You're happy there.
I'm on point.
Okay.
Just reducing this down here. Doesn't that look good? Some Parmesan cheese over that. It's on bread.
I don't think so. I think that's going first course.
There we go.
That's looking good.
Yeah.
Oh boy, Jeremy, that's looking good. Did you decide what to do with the peanut butter? You're just gonna smear it on top, or?
Nah, we're doing a little bit of a pad thai-ish pasta. So we're going away from the ragu.
Okay.
We're gonna use this, and we're gonna do a bunch of Thai veg in here, and then we're gonna use the penne as you would a Thai noodle or a rice noodle. So we'll see how it works. It's gonna be a little funny, but I think it'll work.
Well, at the last minute, you'll pull it out, I'm sure.
We'll see.
Oven, or is that oven on below you, Jeremy?
Huh?
Is that oven on or
It is. Either one.
Jeremy below.
All right.
Yeah, super fine, babe. This is the base for our ragu.
Interesting story. My nickname for my daughter, because her name was Raquel, was Ragu.
There you go, baby.
That's right. I always called her the Big Ragu. Small known story. It's all coming full circle now.
I'm leaving that one pretty much up to you, you know? Over there? Yeah, bread's good. Alright, where's the peanut butter too? I'm going in with this, miso, chili crunch, all kinds of shit.
I need more generation.
Alright, I'm taking this ginger that you have.
like, what is that? Ooh, look at that. What's Daddy doing? You about to win a competition.
I used to have this chef that was like, he like checked your mise en place before dinner, and if you had like one parsley stem, you'd like freak out.
Where did you go to school?
Huh?
Where did you go to school?
I looked for it on Blue. And then I worked in Portland for a while. Huh?
Good job.
It is fun. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so you got salad butter.
Where you guys are making bruschettas? Wonder where you got that idea.
Pizza combo. Why?
Nah.
Gotta use a different spoon on that because that's got peanut butter in it.
I'm alright right now. Thank you, Chef.
Let's get
Carl doesn't know how to spell his name yet, so he's alright over there. 4 letters are tough, Carl. It's alright. You have a spoon? You know either one of you? I can have that spoon.
Man, that bread is just like not going. Yeah, poured. Yeah, poured it.
Oh, yeah.
Drop the bacon.
So it's a Thai-style fried egg, where all the whites are gonna puff up and your yolk is gonna stay super runny inside. So see how puffy it gets? And then it'll die and we'll reheat it here in a second. Thank you.
Is that enough salt for the pasta water?
Yeah, it should be. Taste this, sorry. Yeah.
You got the broccoli in there already.
Yeah. Just need to taste the sauce.
Okay. Salt.
Salt?
No, you don't.
Yeah.
No, you do not break this in half.
Taste the peanut
No,
butter?
you don't break this in half, babe.
Absolutely taste the peanut butter.
Good.
It's got just the right amount of
break it in half.
unless you're Scott.
Shut it down.
But
Shut
it
it
needs
down.
salt.
I got
Or
this.
salt.
Okay. But that water is not boiling.
Right here?
Yeah,
It's close.
it's close. Okay.
So Carl, have you been able to stay out of trouble? Any setbacks you want to admit to?
Here's my advice.
Yes.
Don't be involved. Don't participate.
Just stand back.
Observe, criticize,
Yeah,
comment.
I think that's fine then.
All those different
I
kinds of
see your
things.
wine glass is empty, so you're doing all right, huh?
Oh my God! Hold on, I'll be back. I'm back.
Lime juice.
I'm sorry. You were asking?
Patty, how's he doing?
He's been great. He's been great. Yeah. As long as he lets me take the lead, it's all good.
It's looking good. Now the pasta is not on yet.
No, it's, you know, have you ever heard it? You watch a pot try to boil and it just takes forever?
I won't look.
Yeah, don't look.
All right.
We're waiting.
Now you're gonna bring the appetizer out and the dish out right at the end of the 90 minutes. I mean, that's the plan. Keep it warm together. Okay.
Bruschetta and pasta.
Very good.
Jeremy, we're judges first.
Judge first, Aaron.
The pixie stick, we had to add it in somehow.
One of these guys. Just get a little bit of fennel. And you can toast it.
Put any oil or anything.
No, you can just do it dry. Just until you can kind of smell it.
Like that? More?
A little more.
Oh, Kevin didn't want to use any.
A little bit more. There you go.
No. The lime and ginger is super nice. Fennel and pork bruschetta. Pretty classic to pair pork and fennel together with a little bit of apple. So they're not getting too creative is what I think, but we're gonna find out.
Is he trying to snack about us?
Not usually. At least not this time.
Unless you want to get burnt. I'm not cooking. She's put all fake little pans in place for me like I'm doing something, but they're not even on heat, Jeremy.
Oh, don't even listen.
So that you get this, that fennel seed, we're gonna put it slowly but surely. It doesn't suck. I really hope it doesn't suck.
It won't.
Okay, we're finishing. This is not getting finished with anything. Maybe Scotia dried lime.
Maybe.
No. Or
Yeah.
sesame.
I think a little sesame.
Sesame to finish. And then the pasta is going to get finished with this.
Yeah.
That's ginger.
extra?
I did all of it. I didn't know if we needed any more. I didn't end up using that much of that.
Okay.
I might put a Scotia more in there because it's a monster.
Okay.
Too bad.
Unnecessary. Cool.
Do you want
Cool.
any?
Well, I can take this and you can start plating bruschetta over here and I'll take this side.
Do you want the board or do you just want the space?
I'm gonna take the board for the pork and I need to cut up about 10 minutes.
So, Casey, you're working with a pro, but I see you with a lot of confidence here.
Well, I've known Jeremy for a long time, so he might be a professional, but he's still just here.
You still want more of this ginger or can I get rid of it? Okay.
I mean, cooking competition, why not make extra?
It's true.
It's not bad.
They were enough, but I ate them. Crap happened.
Just use it all. Might as well.
Okay.
And just for color, we'll do a little bit of radish. Never made anything even close to this. It's the weirdest thing I've ever made. Cool. And then there we go. They're on it. Perfect.
Good.
We're gonna have some.
I think we got this. Right, baby?
Got me to this, Jeremy.
Carl just got better looking.
Without a knife in hand. Try to.
Isn't that good?
You want to try it?
deal on the.
Can I eat out of your hands? Is that okay?
You can. I've had my full shots and everything. No, he just went on. When he walked away, he looked at you. He gave you a disconcerted look like, oh my gosh, why couldn't she do that? Oh, no, I'm just kidding.
That's pretty good.
No, that's not
pretty good. I've been to Olive Garden before. I know what I'm doing.
That was a shot. I loved it. Good.
Pretty good, isn't it?
That's pretty good.
You want to come have dinner at our house tonight? don't
Yeah,
you?
Almost not there.
One of my enjoyable movies, right? All Pass.
Yeah.
Why are we trying to pick up women at Red Lobster? And they go to Olive Garden. I would give them 2 each, right?
2. Would you look at that?
Look at that.
Look at how I can recover. 'Cause I'm a survivor.
Look how she thinks.
I'm a survivor.
Easy, easy. Just needed to stay out longer. That's just my opinion.
I might have to eat that one.
Yeah, you don't have that option.
We're making a peanut butter curry penne. Coconut curry with a penne noodle. So a little Italian Thai. Right behind you.
Good?
Cook. That's the point.
Oh man. You know what?
If we don't,
We're pretty awesome.
if we don't win, somebody was bought.
This was rigged.
It's rigged.
It's
If we don't win, it's rigged. Everybody, write your congressman.
We did good, baby.
All right, we're here with Scott Cunningham, Jerry Hunter, and Ann Nesbitt, the heavies, the judges of the Chef's Challenge Cook-Off. Thank you so much for bringing your expertise here today.
Our pleasure.
How did you get all this expertise, Ann? Tell us about how you came to cooking.
Oh my God. I've been in hospitality for, dare I say, 40 years. So along the way, I've eaten a lot of food and drunk a lot of wine, enjoyed myself a lot. And so I've acquired expertise by virtue of that.
You're kind of judging what's going on to make the event come together like it should when you're in hospitality. You're like tasting the food, saying, yeah, this will work, this won't work.
Well, some of that for sure, but I mean, I'm a cook myself,
Okay.
and certainly an avid food historian, and I have an idea of what to expect with food and how it should be properly prepared from a technique standpoint, and a lot of that's just experience over years and working. I've worked with dozens and dozens and dozens of chefs over time, so you do pick up a lot of things just from observation and experience that way. And then of course cooking myself and being a fan of restaurants, spent a lot of time in restaurants, it helps.
That's quite a background. Food histories, all that experience, and experience with all these different chefs and different flavors and different ways of doing things, techniques.
It's been a good career, yeah, absolutely.
Now, Jerry,
Ken.
you are the owner of Third Street Pizza.
Yeah.
You know pizza, you're the owner of the diner, you know dining. Tell us about how you got to that.
Well, Ken, I've been eating for 57 years.
Wow.
And I'm critical and opinionated, and someone thought that would be appropriate for today, I guess.
You can say what you think.
But yeah, I say what I think.
Oh, absolutely.
Scotty says I say what I think.
It's true.
Yeah, it's not quite as complex and rich a story as that, but yeah, you work around food for a while, and it's your job to make it as good as you can and have people enjoy it. And working with a number of people preparing it over time, you start to find ways to discern what's contributing to the better parts and the lesser parts.
All right. Well, I'll be interested to hear your comments.
I'm sure everyone will, Ken.
All right.
I know he'll be happy to share them.
And Scott, owner of Capo Pizza, and of course Community Plate.
Wow.
How did you get into food?
I got into food actually through beer. I landed a job as an assistant brewer down in Riverside, California. And as some people may know, brewing beer, you have lots of time to just hang out and watch the wort spin. And during that period of time, I ended up going out into the pub and learning about the food and learning about the service, and really found that I enjoyed the front of the house and the cooking more than the brewing, actually.
All right, and you brought that to McMinnville. How long have you been in McMinnville?
Been in McMinnville for about 15 years now, actually. So we're actually coming up. This probably my anniversary is about 15 years. So
Community Plate's about that.
10 years at Community Plate. Yeah, we celebrated that this month.
And Capo Pizza is just a baby compared.
Yeah. We've been we were a food cart before over at Allegory, so a beer brewing place, and had the cart there, and then partnered up with a couple great guys, Jeremy and Kyle.
Well, Jerry and Kyle, that's the diner.
Sorry.
You want in?
Can I?
All things are possible.
Oh, it's true. The place is very familiar to me.
How did that come to be?
You're welcome.
It's almost like you got there first.
So, in any case, Jeremy and Kyle are great partners and know a heck of a lot more about pizza than I do. So,
we've got some awesome chefs in there. We got some professionals. We've got some home chefs. I think we've got some dark horses. I think you're going to be surprised. They're really bringing a game in there, and I'm hoping you get a lot of food you really love.
Looking forward to it.
Thanks. Right. And it's Ken, right? Ken Moore?
That's right.
Any relation to the appliances?
Yeah, if I got a nickel for every time somebody asked me that, I wouldn't have to be here today.
The slogan, you get more with Ken Moore, right?
It's true. It's true.
Isn't that?
Solid as Sears, whatever. Yeah, all that stuff. All right, you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Cheers. Thanks.
We got 40 seconds. Might as well use it.
No sprinkling anything else.
We're gonna sprinkle this.
I'm gonna do that first.
Okay, yeah. No, we're not almost there. We're just thinking about it. Man.
Sesame seeds or sesame seeds?
No, to this point, set it up like a sail.
Cheese and
It's a beautiful thing. Got it.
So get that rice wine bin.
What are you doing?
I'm finishing it off for the win.
Way to go, babe. Is this for me?
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta find a fork. Are you
4 minutes.
The forks are down to the end. You gotta get the egg.
Oh wow, I'm the competitor and this is so freaking good. Oh wow, this is good. Do I need to make you a bowl of mine?
I'm all right.
Really? Are you all right? Can you believe that? No, I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm good. He's losing it. Wow, this is tasty.
Sesame seeds on that too.
No, I don't think so.
I thought this was about
You did good, man.
Seriously, folks, 2 minutes. You guys are all done!
Done, made it.
Had been.
Casey and Jeremy, this looks absolutely delicious. Would you tell the judges what you've done here?
Yeah, absolutely. The appetizer was mainly Casey. She came through with the bruschetta. It has the pork loin in it. It has apple, a little bit of miso. What else is in there?
Gruyere.
Sesame seeds, Gruyere, and it's tossed with a little rice wine bin as well to give you a little acidity.
And lime zest.
And lime zest, correct. And then in the bowl you have a peanut butter penne curry. Since penne was one of the basket ingredients, so you have a little coconut milk, peanut butter, pork curry.
with a Thai style fried egg on top with some cilantro and scallion and a little bit of quick pickled carrot, which probably aren't that pickled, I'll be honest. And a little bit of chili oil, so it's got a little decent heat. That should be all of the
An extra chili oil.
Well, that's absolutely amazing list of what you've done. Now, would you say your friendship is closer or a little bit frayed after this?
I think it's pretty much the same. Yeah,
all right.
We've had worse battles.
Very good. All right, now judges, dig in. Now, of course, you know you've got 5 points you're awarding for presentation, 5 points for creativity, and 10 points for taste. So, have a taste there, and I'm going to ask your opinion and try to get you with your mouth full.
The seasoning is excellent, actually. I really do enjoy the use of the Gruyere. It really does come through. I would say that the pork is quite nicely cooked as well. And you said you had a little bit of rice wine vinegar in there.
Yeah, the pork was marinated in there, so we seared the pork and then marinated the rice wine and miso.
Okay, yeah. And I like the black sesame seeds really give off a nice little flair to that dish as well.
That it doesn't fall apart.
That's all Casey. I went big cut and she told me no. So
And I took it all out and recut it.
it's true. Yeah, it's a coconut peanut butter Thai style penne curry, because the penne was the basket ingredient. Then it's got some scallion and cilantro. Should have some good heat in there, the chili oil, and a Thai style fried egg.
That egg just exploded. That was good.
I like the crispy edges on the
Although I can tell you, I don't eat eggs.
All right, Patty and Nick, this is beautiful. I wish I was a judge. Would you like to tell them what you've done?
It's grilled asparagus, sesame peanut sauce, little egg yolk there in the middle, fresh herbs. And then it's topped with furikake, which is like a Japanese rice seasoning. And then up after that, it's going to be some like creamy penne with shallots and garlic, some roasted pork tenderloin, and then a little apple relish on top.
I have to be honest, on 2 in a row, I don't eat eggs. So I'm being very delicate about this yolk, which looks beautifully prepared, presented, and cooked, and I'm doing everything I can to not break it so that I can enjoy this dish, and I am. I love the presentation. I'm a bit of a symmetry freak, and I just love the kind of concentric circle asparagus spiral. I think that's masterful. This was just a beautiful, beautiful plate. I love the sesame for both for the flavor element, the textural element, but the presentation element as well. It's just, that's great, and I'm just enjoying it at the moment.
Well, go ahead. Ann?
I love it for a coffee. It's really a fun highlight to the dish. It's surprisingly complementary to the asparagus.
Agreed.
And I like the crunch of the sesame too, so just the kind of the textural combination is very good.
I like penne pasta. And then I grilled and roasted the pork loin. And then I topped it with a little apple slaw, essentially.
I really do like how the pork is cooked. It is quite nice. It's not too tough at all. The apple slaw over the top of it gives a nice brightness to it as well. Kind of balances with the penne that's there that has a little bit more of that creaminess to it. So it's nice that lightens it up. I think overall it's pretty good.
Ann, have you got something to add?
I agree. I think the presentation is lovely. The texture of the pork is great. And I like the contrast of the apple against the creaminess of the penne sauce. It's a nice, because you taste that, it's really unctuous and a little bit of apple as well. It's very nice.
Did I hear unctuous? Yeah. That's worth a point right there.
Unctuous.
All right, what do you want to tell the judges about what you've done?
Okay, so your appetizer, we did like the bruschetta, we did red onion, we did peanut butter, we did apple, sun-dried tomatoes, garlic, and I mean, pretty much we threw the kitchen sink at it, and some red wine.
Yeah.
And I think it turned out pretty good.
I drank some of it, but yes.
Yeah. What he didn't drink, we put in the appetizer. And then for your main course, we did a spaghetti with the pork loin that we had, and we put red wine in it, some peppers, some onions, and whatever else we had left.
We kind of kicked, but like poof, whatever was in there.
Yeah, I think it turned out well.
Hey, guess what? There's no egg.
Bonus points.
All right, Ann, let's start with you this time.
I want that in a sandwich bun like a burger.
Thank you, girlfriend. I just threw it out.
Did the peanut butter come through for you on that one?
You know, interestingly, no, not initially, but once you said that, I'm like, oh yeah, there is that kind of on the finish. You
Like
get
it's
that.
after.
Yeah, and I was the same way when I tried it. I was like, no, it's finished.
It's not something I would have picked out specifically. Yeah, but you do sense it now that you've identified it.
Which I think is fun.
Yeah.
When you have a flavor and you can't find where that came from, that can be a little of the chef mastery.
Scott, looks like you've got something to say.
Yeah, the one note that does stick out to me in this dish is quite a bit of acid.
Yeah.
There's quite a bit of acid going on. So I think, unfortunately, it may be overwhelming some of the other aspects of what's happening in this. So that's which I love. I'm an acidophile, so I love it. So I might just tweak that back and let some of those other flavors kind of meld a little bit more, have a little bit more of that fatty richness meet the acid in the middle for sure. So
Okay.
No, actually, I get that. Makes sense.
Way to go, Carl.
Blame you. Our relationship is over.
Anyway.
It's over.
I'm a sailor at heart, and I do like how this looks like a little sail on a boat.
It was wind
And
sail.
that's a little inspiring. I drove in this morning from Pacific City and at night looking at the ocean, and so
It was motivating.
We were thinking about you.
this is kind of emoting a little pleasure point for me.
Yeah, it was up the river. We thought about that.
I do have to say I was struck by kind of the novelty of the single plate presentation instead of a two-dish and more of an integrated approach.
Well, it was like really warm.
The steam is coming up. The steam's coming up.
I actually really quite like it. I mean, it's definitely something that I want to have my bib on for. But with that being said, what I really like, this is where the sauce on this one, the acid and that heat, and there's a little bit of sweet there, and those are really come together pretty nicely in this dish right here. Absolutely.
Thank you.
And thanks, Scott. That's the argument between the two of us. I'm the sweet, she's the hot, and it balances out.
Yeah, I'm the hot.
Yep.
I don't know that I've had this pasta before, and it does carry the sauce really well. It really picks that flavor up and brings it. Yeah, you're not looking to get in there and sop some onto it. It just carries it on its own beautifully.
Well, let's play the Rotary for a minute, and the real reason we're here is that fundraiser for the scholarships, and the food pantry, and all the good things that Rotary does. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having us here.
Yeah, I would have to say it's my pleasure.
Absolutely. I cherish any day I get to sit next to you two. So.
Well, and drink and eat.
Yeah, it's true. Oh.
I'm gonna go to
I'll
the
drink to
back.
that.
I'm gonna go to the back kitchen now because I can't come back.
Meat is seasonal. Many people don't know that. What is on the menu depends on what we have access to at that time from small local farmers. Collab Kitchen is a restaurant within the Mac Market space that focuses on whole animal butchery, local sourcing, fermentation, and sourdough bread. Whole animal butchery means that we're using the whole animal all the way through. Working in restaurants throughout my career, I have seen a lot of waste, and you think about every time you're ordering 20 pounds of pork belly, where is the rest of that animal going? And I didn't like that I didn't have control over that situation. So to me, in order to be responsible for the food that I'm making and for the animals that I'm using, the best way to do that was to use the whole animal, and knowing that it was being put to good use and that none of it was going in the trash. I love my job at Mac Market because it's given me an opportunity to really know the customers and the farmers. It's become this really intertwined family of McMinnville, and that's been really enjoyable to see. My name's Kari, and I'm the Collab Kitchen chef at Mac Market.
And we're here with Doris Towery and Cody Drew. It's so great to have you here. Are you excited?
So excited.
All
Glad
right.
to be here.
You guys are contestants in what is this? The first ever?
First ever Mac Chef Showdown. Yes.
There we go.
I'm nervous-sided because I'm nervous.
Same.
Although at least I got a ringer on deck. So
Yes.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Renegade's my favorite food truck in town. So I am so excited to get on a truck and get to cook. So especially with Cody.
Thanks
Cody.
for having me, Doris.
Professional chef.
Yes.
Yeah. How'd you get to cooking?
Well, I was raised with cooking. I was definitely raised on a farm, and it's just kind of something that my mom and the whole family just definitely did. So it's a profession that I just kind of fell into, I guess. And once you meet some people in the kitchen, you kind of get a part of the family. Yeah.
Very good, very good. Well, your business partner was another contestant.
Yeah, Nick Bell.
Nick, and yeah, he really brought it on, and I guess we're expecting the same from you. Doris, what about you in cooking?
I'm more of a baker, so that's why I was a little more nervous to do this. So I love to bake. Usually I am sous chef to my husband, so I am also nervous about cooking against him because I know how good a chef he is. So yeah, but we love to cook. I mean, foodie. I love to, food. Whenever we travel, we basically plan our trips around where we're going to go eat and what restaurants that we're looking to eat at, or food trucks.
Yeah. And one thing I know what you're bringing is a lot of competition. You are very competitive by nature.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you plan to win.
We're just going to be like all sweet and nice, and then bring it.
They're not going to see what's coming.
Okay. Well, thanks so much for being here today, and best of luck to you.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, we're here today with Jeff Towery. Thanks so much for being a contestant here today in the first Mac Chef's Challenge. Are you excited?
Absolutely, I'm stoked, Ken. Are you excited?
I'm having a great time. How'd you get roped into this?
So my wife thought of the idea, so it was a natural for me to come along.
Now a natural, but you also got to bring on the cooking skills. Where'd that come from?
So I learned to cook when I was a little kid. Both my parents were active in the kitchen. I learned to cook from my grandmother, so I've been cooking since I was a toddler practically, and I've taken a few cooking classes here and there. I love food and plan travel around food, and so it's just been part of my life for a long time. So it's part of my therapy. So
your therapy.
Yeah, personal.
Right.
I love to cook.
And so classes, are you used to getting criticized and like suggestions made, improvements in those classes?
Oh sure, I've been a city manager for 30 years. I live to be criticized. That's just part of the drill, right?
All right. Now how about between your wife, how do you stack up here? Do you see a probable winner between the two of you?
Oh, absolutely.
You're going to say?
absolutely it'll be me.
Right. How's that going to play at home afterwards?
It'll be fine because, you know, even though she won't do it on camera, she'll actually admit that I'm a better cook than she is.
Oh, okay.
She's a much better baker than I am, and unfortunately this just isn't a baking competition. So I think she's going to have a great time, and I'm going to have a great time, and we'll see how it goes.
Well, it's great for
I just want to make some good food.
All right. Well, you think you're going to win?
I don't know if I'm going to win or not. Who knows?
Okay.
There's seven teams, and
it's tough competition.
Tough competition. The food that I've seen so far looks fantastic. I haven't gotten a chance to taste any of it yet, but it smells great, looks great. So it's all for charity. So it's not really about who wins and who loses. As long as they don't lose to Carl. That's all I care about.
Perfect. Good luck out there.
All right. Thanks very much, Ken. Appreciate it.
And now we're here with Kevin Chambers, our dark horse contestant. You're bringing it on. I don't think people know that your skills. Tell us about how you came to cooking.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here. I grew up, was diagnosed with celiac disease, so couldn't eat gluten. When I was diagnosed in high school, there just weren't a lot of options. Now, there's a lot more products out there that are gluten-free, so I kind of had to, if I wanted to eat something, that I just had to learn how to cook it. So, and then I worked as a professional river guide in Idaho and Alaska, and we had to cook all of our meals for guests, paying premium prices, and got to kind of cut my teeth there, and have just continued to learn.
And I love your t-shirt, Service Above Self. You're a past Rotary president just last year, right?
Yep, just finished my, we got to go into the transition of the pandemic and all of that, but it's a good year. Hopefully we can have a good fundraiser, and I also got my Mac Food Truck Fest hat on, so hopefully next year we can do that as well as a fundraiser.
Well, it's thank you so much for your service in Rotary and what you've brought to the community and what you're bringing here today.
Yeah.
You excited?
I'm excited.
You gonna win?
Probably not, but you know what? I'm here to have fun. I'm cooking alone without a pro chef, and we'll see. Hopefully I can just not get last.
Well, I'm rooting for you.
Thanks.
All right. And now we've got Al Whitaker and his son Mac. Great to have you here.
Thanks, Tom.
Are you excited?
I think I am.
Yeah, very.
Totally, Al.
He's young enough he doesn't know to be terrified.
Now the competition's pretty stiff. What are you bringing to this party, Al?
We're the only outsiders. We got no Rotary connections, so we're sort of the outlaws they brought in.
Well, they brought in somebody that could cook, right?
They brought in outlaws to come be part of the party. We can put together some food. He's got mad knife skills. Oh, we should have. He made the knife we're using. That would have been good. Yeah, he does some blacksmith work.
Well, we'll get a shot of that
when
we're cooking.
Absolutely.
Now, I've been to your parties. You've put on big feeds.
Yeah,
and that's
thank
you
you.
cooking,
Thank
right?
you, yeah.
So you've got some experience.
But I obsess and plan for those things forever, right? Yeah.
You start once the party ends. You start.
Yeah, on July 6th we start working on next year's. So this finding out this morning what we're cooking with is not my power alley at all. I'm going to be exposed as a complete fraud of a cook. Don't you think?
Maybe.
I'm hoping that he's making drinks for everyone. I think that'll help.
I'll be rooting for you. Now, I see what you've been doing for yourself.
Wait, we want to say it a little louder. You'll be what?
I'll be rooting for you.
There you go. We got it.
But I see what you're doing here. If people haven't noticed the t-shirts, that one of the judges is the owner of Capo, and the other judge is the owner of Third Street Pizza. So
no, really?
Yeah, it's a coincidence.
This is my favorite shirt.
I wear this all the time. It's like I was born in this. We love both their pizza.
It just might work for you. It could even put you over the top.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, don't you think? Yeah.
I wouldn't want anybody to play favorites.
No, if you did that on purpose, it'd be kind of tacky.
I think you're everybody's favorite, you two. Good luck.
Not for the cooking, I don't know, but the rest we'll do it.
All right.
Anything else? Oh, make sure we get you in line for a cocktail. He's making some badass whiskey sours.
I'm looking forward to it.
Cool.
All right.
Thanks, Ken.
All right. You bet.
There you go. Vegan. They're splicing in creamery fire on our cooking.
Time to rock.
What are we supposed to do?
I don't know. We're waiting until Ken tells us to do something.
You ready? Okay, here we go.
All right.
All right, on your marks, get set, and cook.
Cook.
Oh, what's in there?
You want your first F-bomb?
Oh, penne pasta. Oh, it's crunchy peanut butter.
It's crunchy? Okay,
Is it
crunchy, really?
Crunchy peanut butter apples.
Let's do it.
All right, let's
We're gonna put it together as we go, but we know we're gonna turn that peanut butter into a Thai flavored sauce.
Okay.
And we know that we're gonna marry that pork with a little bit of a pasta. We don't want to give away too much.
Yeah, because he's standing there like we got the competition, so
he's
we're
just
not
doing some
telling.
recon. That's all he's doing.
Yeah.
He's just
I'm gonna throw this shit away when I'm done.
He's just pretending he needs
no one else
sugar right now.
sugar. I'm out of here.
Okay, I think it's a good place for us to
All right, we'll get out of the way.
Shall we get back up there? All right. And we'll talk shop when we're not on the camera.
What are you making for vodka?
The tamarind whiskey sour with tamarind soda on top.
A big fan of the Andy Richards hot pot.
Peanuts.
Oh, yeah. They're coming together.
Judges out here? Look at that.
I'll go with this.
Unless you bring cash.
What have we here?
Bring in cash. A little snack.
Snacks and drinks. Cheers.
Wait a minute. I might have to call a foul here. You're a judge and he's a contestant. We have to confiscate that.
Yeah, let me have it.
Jerry?
Talk to security here, Ken.
So this is going to be the marinade for the pork loin. We'll do a peanut butter grilled pork medallions. We're going to use some of my homemade barbecue rub to go in that.
And then they'll go inside on a pancake.
Along with some honey and a little bit of extra chili powder.
We're not at boil yet, Jeff. Just let you know.
Thank you.
So we haven't hit yet.
Check the proportion. It's good, it needs more rub.
All right, before we get started,
cheers.
Cheers.
Get those strong. All right.
Woo, woo. Ow, man, he's just trying to get all of us to.
I know, exactly. He's trying to get us drunk right now. That's what this is.
There you go.
Cooking like a migas style with some of the scrap from the tenderloin, because we're going to clean that tenderloin up a little bit. Right. Use that, cook it down a little bit, and then actually fry that bread in that so it gets a little of that pork flavor, and then cover that with our peanut sauce and things, and then it's like a kind of a soft bread salad that's heavy on herb.
That'd be delicious.
Okay, cool. And then the tenderloin, like I feel like asparagus, penne, tenderloin. I don't know what else.
Do we want to marinate some? Oh, there is bacon in there.
Marinade, that's a great idea for one.
Yeah. So what do you think? Like, we definitely. And if we're going Thai route, we could do garlic,
ginger.
I was thinking, in there. Probably some, I don't know, some soy. Maybe. What do you
Garlic,
think?
ginger, soy. That sounds great to me. In fact, yeah, totally. That sounds perfect. And then that bacon kind of go up top our Thai salad. Like, who doesn't like bacon? I don't care.
No,
It's
bacon makes
crossing
everything
regions.
better. I know, bacon makes everything better.
Cool. All right, so let's start rendering some bacon.
Okay, I gotta grab some.
Okay.
Well, I'll bring you intelligence from the kitchen. Anything you want to know about what's going on in there?
Okay, yeah, you'll be our recon.
All right,
yeah,
you're gonna be our reconnaissance. Yeah, because they're talking super smack in there.
I bet they are too.
there. All right. Well, I'm rooting for you guys. Cool.
Thanks.
All right.
Rooting for us too.
Here we go. Al, you got a plan?
Yeah, we're going with an Asian-inspired dish. We're going to start for an appetizer. We're going to be a ban zhao, which is a Saigon crepe with a rice flour, turmeric flavoring. Inside that we'll have little pork matchsticks, bean sprouts, carrots, onion, and with a black bean dip sauce. And then our entree, we're going to go with a classic Dan Dan noodle, but not really classic, and it's going to be with penne. So imagine Dan Dan went to Florence, and this is what he had for lunch. So
wow,
that's our plan.
You were saying you were kind of this amateur guy. I think you're a dark horse. That was some pretty impressive lineup you got.
Turn off the mic for a second. I got no blanking idea what we're doing here, so we'll see. We're on it, baby.
Well, it sounds good.
And my son's making drinks.
I hope it tastes good.
So do we.
Hey, Ken.
Hey, how's it going? It's great. How's it going for you?
You know, we're getting it all together.
You feeling the pressure?
A little bit, yeah. You know, not having a pro chef, us amateurs back here. Hopefully we can still compete.
Well, yeah, you got a plan.
Yeah, we're gonna do a penne pesto, kind of Asian style. I guess kind of like lo mein, except with penne, and then gonna do a pork loin, kind of Vietnamese style, with like some fish sauce and some stuff, and then with some pickled veggies and a slaw is for the main. So hopefully it works out.
Well, that sounds like a great plan. I'm impressed.
Yeah, of course.
Al pastor is made with chipotle peppers, and we don't have any of those in the pantry today, so I'm going to use some smoked paprika along with a grilled off jalapeno to give it that sort of smoky note that's traditional in an al pastor. And also got some pineapple juice because most traditional al pastor is cooked with pineapple.
Al, did you take all the carrots?
There's a lot, but we have more.
You want to slice up some apples for me, super fast?
I am not.
Come on.
But I will drink another one of those cocktails later on tonight.
Well, you just want to keep my son busy making drinks. So how's everyone else looking? You're in everyone's kitchen? Okay. Still early? Yeah. I heard someone else say they're doing Thai. A professional out there. There's a round for you and your crew if he has an error.
Al, I heard you're doing ice cream. You're trying to like get extra points for extras.
I am shameless in that regard. Absolutely shameless.
It's just cheating.
Take away my secret ingredients. All right.
Are those small enough? You think they need to be a little tighter? Okay.
I think that's right. Like it.
Got honey and some barbecue rub and some chili powder in this.
I'm seeing a peanut butter rub right now.
Yes, that's what I said, peanut butter. It is a peanut butter pork loin.
All right.
And so we've got honey to sort of sweeten it up a little bit, and then I've got some barbecue rub. It's got a bunch of traditional barbecue spices in it.
Yep.
And then a little bit more chili powder for some flavor.
It's all in there.
And we're going to let that soak up for a while before we grill it off for the judges, and that's going to be the protein for the entree.
The entree, okay. Well, now what does that leave for the?
So I'm going to do a tacos al pastor.
Oh yeah.
A little bit of a variation on a traditional pastor, which usually uses chipotle peppers. I don't have any of those in the pantry, so I fire roasted habanero. And I added a bunch of smoked paprika to the marinade, so I have some pineapple juice along with the paprika, roasted red, and jalapeno peppers, and that'll give it the smoke that al pastor is known for.
Well, you are really bringing in the a lot of different flavors and combinations.
That's where
you got a lot of fancy names for it too.
We're efforting, right?
Yeah, efforting. And I see you're bringing the bacon.
Yeah, so the bacon's going to be part of the pasta dish. So I'm actually going to do an apple, bacon, and sage pasta.
Apple, bacon, and sage pasta. Oh, I wish I was a judge.
What we've got going here is we're going to do a pickled apple slaw to bring some acid and some brightness to the main course.
And what else is in that slaw besides pickle and apple?
So it's going to have some red pepper, some carrots, and unless Al has used all the carrots, and probably do a little bit of radish in that as well.
I'll go see if I can find a carrot for you.
That is awesome. Thank you.
I'll be right back. I hope.
That man has my carrot. Look at him. All the way to town. Thank you, good sir.
All right, I might have to deduct a point for me helping.
They take your carrots now. How's that pasta look, Jim?
Let me give it a try here. Need 2 more minutes.
Are you spying on us?
No, I'm here actually for ingredients. I was returning
What? Stealing secrets? We're the amateurs. You've got the pro with you. We don't know what we're doing.
We're making mash sticks that I will marinate, and then they'll go inside the Saigon pancake. I hope. That's our plan. Like Mike Tyson used to say, everyone's got a plan until I hit them. So we haven't hit yet.
I'm glad Nick left like his spoons and stuff for me. Some of them are sticking together. What? Right. That'll work perfect. Let that rest for just a second. Render.
It's always interesting, and it's so funny because our daughter does that too. She'll be like, okay, here's what I would pick if I was going to cook with those ingredients. Although sometimes she gets stuff and you're like, I would not put that in my mouth.
We can put that salad in this.
Oh, okay. I mean, do we want any reserve, any of this other stuff that we want to use? This we want to use for
like the pasta?
Yeah.
I don't know. So we can do, you know, I did see in there some like kale and broccoli and a few things.
All right, here we are inside, and behind me, the chefs are hard at work in this Chef's Challenge. And they're here for one reason, really, is to have fun, but also to raise money for the good that Mac Noon Rotary does in the community. They give money to food pantries, they develop Tice Woods, they do scholarships, and so much more. So I hope you've been generous, and I hope you will be generous on the website right now.
Yeah, the thing about doing Asian food is that we're gonna prep, and then it all goes together in literally like 8-10 minutes. But all the getting ready, we could run out of time and have all the makings of a great meal and totally blow it. So when I panic early, that's why I'm panicking. And I would put that in there. That's how badass we are. A terrifying ingredient that we're gonna use anyway. How
much can I take?
I need 5 or 6 slices. I think Al wants a little bit too. So
I'm just gonna take a little bit. Something like that. Always remember to wash your hands after handling raw meat, kids.
Al pastor is made with chipotle peppers, and we don't have any of those in the pantry today, so I'm going to use some smoked paprika along with a grilled off jalapeno to give it that sort of smoky note that's traditional in an al pastor. And also got some pineapple juice because most traditional al pastor is cooked with pineapple.
Al, did you take all the carrots?
There's a lot.
I'm gonna get that rendered bacon on something so it can kind of dry out. It's weird, but I almost want to like strain the chunks out of this peanut butter. It's weird.
Okay, so what do I need? I can't. You want me to watch my language? Don't come back here with 12 minutes left. That good for you? It'll cook, baby. Pork. What kind of pork? Ah, here.
You guys only have one plate each?
Mine may not plate. How's that look plate-wise?
It's looking really good. I love it. If we have any extra cilantro, maybe just throw some on top for a garnish. See how our cream.
They're all done out there. They're smoking a cigarette and having a glass of wine.
Oh, you don't need
Yeah.
it.
What is
Yeah,
this?
it has pork in it. You can't. Never
What's
mind.
this?
That's a Scout.
Good? Good. I'm gonna actually not do this yet then.
Thank you.
Renegade and Rotary. Bringing it home.
For the win.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm anxious
yes.
to see what they did inside.
I
See
am
what that's
too.
all about.
All right. Well, it smells good. It looks good.
Sorry.
Kevin, you're first up on this second round. I'd like to tell the judges what you've done.
Sure. So for an appetizer, I kind of was thinking penne, so I thought pesto, but the rest of the flavors were kind of Asian that I saw. So this is kind of like an Asian pesto kind of stir fry. It kind of turned out kind of like lo mein with penne. And then for the entree, I have a Vietnamese style pork tenderloin with a curry peanut butter kind of sauce on top with some pickled veggie, and then in the middle it's a kind of Vietnamese kale, apple, carrots.
Kevin, what are you excited for in the taste?
Well, so I don't know if the judges told you, I am celiac as well as vegetarian, so basically I only taste the pickles, but I think the things that I did taste pretty good.
All right.
Kevin, what's the heat in the appetizer?
Just a little chili oil on top.
Okay. Is that inside information? You knew he loves chili oil.
I didn't know that, but that was my plan.
He puts it on his breakfast cereal, actually. All right, Ann, I see you nodding. You've got some thoughts you want to share?
I like the heat. The balance is good.
Good
It's there.
balance.
Heat. It's there, but it doesn't overwhelm. So I appreciate because I like hot, but not so much that it's overwhelming.
Jerry, what's that doing for you?
I'm enjoying the broccoli. I like the presentation. I think it's got a beautiful balance of colors, a little brightness from the pepper, and the little dark punctuation on the seeds. I think the broccoli's cooked beautifully. I like that little undertone of heat. It didn't present in my first couple of bites, and I thought, who's got heat? And then I got a little heat, and I liked it. I liked very much that it wasn't homogeneous throughout the whole thing. That finding little punctuated notes as I go.
Now again, the judges are awarding up to 5 points for presentation, 5 points for creativity, and 10 points for taste.
Again, for me, I think the pork may have been just a little bit overdone. I think just a little bit, but having the sauce on the top of that can actually help out. Gives you that sense of moisture. So, but the part that I'm really enjoying is that kind of pickling that you got going on. The jalapeno, the red onion, the slaw. It's got a lot of flavors going on there. It's quite nice. But again, you know, maybe a little bit less pork.
I've been playing with that same composite slice thing. What can I put together here?
Exactly.
It's a fun plate.
Thanks.
Be mindful.
Well, Doris and Cody, that's a beautiful entree. What would you like to tell the judges about that?
Well, first off, for your appetizer, we have a Thai pork miga. So it has apples, carrots, a little bit of arugula, and we made a Thai peanut sauce.
Mild spice there.
With a little bit of heat on there for you.
It's a new idea there, Cody, at all? Did you take a risk?
I think that this one, honestly, is slightly low risk. This is a pretty classic dish on some levels. The cream pasta penne works really well for that. It does grab quite a bit of the sauce whenever you toss it in. And I thought, you know, let's go classic. Let's decompose it just a little bit. You need those grilled asparagus full on top, medallions, so you can kind of see each component. And Doris mentioned she had bacon hiding somewhere, and I thought, okay, let's throw it in there.
Yeah, the tenderloin medallion is beautiful. I mean, it just
Agreed.
cuts. You practically don't need a knife. Yeah, it's amazing.
Why not? Some rendered pork on top.
Pork on top of pork. Like, really, bacon makes everything better. So.
Yeah, I would totally agree with the tenderloin. For me, the tenderloin is the winner on this dish right here. You're right, very classic throughout the rest of it, but the tenderloin cooked really well.
I always worry that, like, I always say you dress the salad too much. So that was me going, ease up on it. Let's just go light on the
Show some restraint
on the
for us.
sauce.
All right, Jay, we're going to get you to put that fork down or not?
You can try
We
it.
like it. He can pick up the fork as much as he would like.
I keep judging. All right. Well, while they tabulate, thank you very much.
Thank you all very much. Like I say, super fun cooking on the truck.
It was super fun to have you on.
So much fun.
It's a small kitchen, but we can pump some stuff out of there. Thank you so much.
That's amazing. Thank you.
So, Mac, how does it feel?
We're done. That's nice.
All right. Now, I don't want the judges to notice what they're wearing, please. The fact that there's a common t-shirt on one and a third-shirt pizza on the other is
Craziest thing when I woke up this morning.
to be ignored.
Okay.
Appetizer.
The appetizer is a banzao. It's a Saigon crepe. It's made with rice flour. And what you do is you cut that, wrap it in a piece of lettuce, and dip it into our sauce, which is a black bean sauce. And keep in mind, especially keep in mind, because I know chef's dish is being hurt by being sat out. So we've all been ready at the same time. But just use your fingers, streak it. Wrap it up, dip it in that. And that's our appetizer. And inside there, we use some of the pork tenderloin. We mashed it up, marinated it. And yeah, here's where you put the fives. So we use pork in there. And the sauce has peanut butter in it.
Maple syrup?
Maple syrup. We did a root beer reduction. It was one of the things we might have to cook with, and everyone was all freaked out. So just for fun, we put it in the sauce. So I'm real pleased. Mac made the sauces, all the sauces. So that's our appetizer, banzao. We're looking for the fresh, and then there's a pickled apple in there for a little bit of acid to go against the richness of the pork. and the oiliness of the pancake, which is intentional.
Some feedback, Scott?
Yeah, it's beautiful. I mean, the crepe itself, I've never had a Saigon crepe before, and
so it's the best you've ever had.
That is absolutely true. So it's beautiful. The sauce as well, I think, actually pairs really well with the crepe itself. I may not be eating it quite correctly, so but in any case, I think that those two, there's some pork in there, and I think I'm missing a little bit of the pork in that. So,
but in Asian food, you'll find that meat is usually a garnish. More, it's not Western where it's like slab of meat and food around it. This is, you're building food and you're putting the meat in there in a more responsible manner. So it's exactly what you should have noticed. The whiskey sour comes from is basically Richter's recipe, Pak, then Mac added tamarind soda leaves, you know, the Mexican markets, which I really think freshens it up and brightens it up. But that's his addition to Pak's already classic. I think that makes it even better.
Agreed, it works great with us.
It does.
I like the fun factor.
But after restraint, people say I'm okay, fine.
It's a new thing, the kind of some assembly required element, as with one of the earlier dishes, kind of I feel gives us an opportunity to explore our way through it. It did feel, for my taste, the sauce is kind of heavy on the sweet, that root beer reduction. If I read that on a menu, I'd steer away from it. I do like the light pickling and the acid that you mentioned though, and that really brings it into balance, and I'm enjoying it more than I would have anticipated.
Perfect. You know, I go with that.
Wow, that was a long path around doing this just right.
I don't think he actually said just right, but he said it didn't suck. Which from Jerry is high praise indeed.
Chili oil. This is something I have a lot in college because it's really easy to make. So it's the chili oil, peanut butter, a little bit of black vinegar, some soy sauce, and some sugar. I think it's really easy to just make it in the bowl and then dump whatever pasta you have on hand, whether it's ramen or penne in this case.
And the last thing, well, you ready? We made some ice cream.
Yeah, I think I love the candy ginger that's in there. I think it actually goes in with the rest of that dish specifically.
Hey, thank you very much for letting us do this, and thank you to McMinnville Rotary, because neither one of us are members. They just wanted to know if we wanted to come down and have fun on a Sunday, and we said, shit, why not? They did put some pretty hardcore language restraints on us early, but we'll see in the final column how that works out. Thank you. Thank you, judges.
You've been a great addition. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right. Jeff, bold and beautiful.
So for the judges, you've got an Al Pastor inspired taco and peanut butter black beans. I'll tell you a little bit about how it's inspired. Al Pastor classically is made with chipotle peppers. We had the chipotle popped in the pantry. So what you got was a pork that was marinated in roasted red pepper, roasted jalapeno, and pineapple juice. I added some smoked paprika to try to get the smoke in. There's a little bit of lime crema and an apple pico de gallo on the top. And then the black beans are just flavored with some chili powder and some peanut butter. There's some roasted peppers if you want a little more heat.
When you were making this, did you think, oh, this is something new I haven't tried before, or you go, oh, I'm going to bring this best game that I've done a lot?
This is 100% something I didn't try before.
All right.
Jeff, just a note on eating. Are we supposed to put the beans on the taco or no?
I'm doing it as a side.
It's more of a side. Okay. No,
Taco, I'd be interested to see how it goes.
I'd agree with trying it as a side first.
Yeah, I think it goes better as a side. I think with the beans and the peanut butter, it's going to sort of hide the pork and the apples a little bit.
Well, I said a few times I wish I was a judge, but now I'm thinking I've got a lot of shoulders to sort all this out.
A lot of good dishes came out today, for sure.
7 great teams.
Well, there's extra food in the back if you want things.
Yeah, it has kind of a a German flavor to the bacon and the apples and the onion.
This is probably sort of an eclectic dish. There's a lot of different sort of influences going on here, I think.
You know, that's actually what I'm going to say. That I think on their own, all of these things are very nicely done. But one of the things that I look for in a dish is that I want to make sure that they all meld together really well. And I've actually tried each thing separately. I've tried everything together. I've tried different combinations. And I think you're having a little bit of competing flavors. Again, I really enjoy the slaw. But when you eat the slaw with pasta, they're definitely two very different things.
Right.
And so you lose, I think, the best parts of the slaw and the best
You
parts.
should not eat the slaw with the pasta. Then.
Yeah.
That would be my advice.
Yeah. So,
I appreciate that. Thank you.
that's the only thing. Like, if you had a sauce or something that brought them all together, I could see that them starting to work together. But there's a little bit of separation. I mean, they were clearly separated on the plate, so a little separation there that I think needs to have a little kumbaya moment together. So.
Complementary elements, at least with taking the pork to each of the sides. Childhood memories of pork chops and applesauce, and I think that the way that you treated the pork and rested it, and the notes that are coming through on that, in and of itself, gives me a little pork chop and applesauce joy. And the texturally, it's beautiful and moist and really pleasurable, and I enjoyed it with the apple notes and then the adult pickling element, not the kid sweet applesauce element. So those came together. I love what you've done on the pasta. I spoke earlier to my pasta particularness, and I have to give you the nod as best cooked pasta.
Thank you, appreciate that.
For the day. I love the bacon also being not overdone. I'm enjoying the heck out of it.
I think Kevin Chambers gets the save on that. He was closer to the stove when he said, "Hey, Jeff, your bacon's well done here."
We'll give him a extra star over here on that. But yeah, I'm enjoying all this quite a bit.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I'd follow with Jerry too, because I like the pork with both of the sides, but not, as Scott was saying, as a complete. And I'm feeling some of the same kind of pork chops and applesauce feelings about the tenderloin and the.
I grew up eating the same thing. I sort of forgot about that as I was cooking the meal.
And what is it that, think about the, I'm blanking on the word, but the German, the kind of an egg noodle you do through a
Spätzle?
Spätzle.
So that kind of reminds me of this a little bit, because you have the starch with the pasta. So that's, I'm getting that sort of, roast mama's Sunday dinner. Yeah, just very tasty.
Well, Jeff, I see forks down and pens are up, so would you be so kind as to take your plates away?
Absolutely. Thank you, judges. Sure appreciate your time today.
These judges gave their full attention to every dish and every entry. And really, I'm sure I have a lot of respect for what you did here today in your focus and the expertise that you brought. I'm blown away. And I think a lot of people that aren't foodies out here are the same way. They're like, oh my gosh, you've opened up a whole new world of what's out there. And you and the other contestants have brought that to us. So it's been a great day for all of us. I think we can all be very proud of what we did here today. So thanks for your time.
Thank you.
All right, so we're here at Mac Market, and this is the place that Doris and I first imagined having the food truck festival, and unfortunately it's been 2 years since we've been able to have it. We're hoping to have it next year, and hopefully this awesome cooking competition can be a stand-in, and then if we want to keep it going, we can. And thank you everyone for supporting Rotary, supporting our local organizations that give out food. And I'd just like to thank Doris for doing everything, basically.
Thank you, Kevin. No, for you doing everything. Like, this is like, we live in such a cool foodie town, and we are so excited to be able to promote our businesses. So the night, tonight, we want to be able to thank Community Plate and Scott Cunningham, who's one of our judges, 3rd Street Pizza and the Diner, and Jerry, who's one of our judges, and Nesbitt, who's one of our judges, who does Bounty of Yamhill County and International Pinot Noir Celebration, that she is the planner and culinary director for those events. Mac Market for being able to host us here, and this is where it all started with the Food Truck Fest. We're filming on the day what would have normally been a street full of 25 food trucks and live music, so we are looking forward to being back next April in 2022 to do this. And to all of our chefs, so we have volunteer Rotary chefs that all jumped in, and some non-Rotary folks that hopefully will become Rotarians with us. I love getting the opportunity to work with Kevin. He's amazing, past president of Rotary. We had our current president cooking. We have a president-elect coming up that was also cooking, so it was a great group of folks, and especially to Renegade for bringing their truck out for the day. Like, absolutely amazing and awesome. And most of you may be having some food tonight from Renegade, so we hope that you enjoyed that, and hope that you enjoyed what was a super fun day for all of us to do this. So thank you all very much for supporting us, for supporting the kids, for our Santa Claus project, for our work with Tice Park, the scholarships that we give to kiddos that are getting ready to go on, whether it be vocational and or college, and to the amazing food pantries that are really helping our families that are struggling right now. So we're really proud to have the opportunity to do this, and I'm always happy to work with this guy because he's awesome. So thank you.
Thank you.